walking sticks. Got a couple here I want to show you. This is a walking stick I made a few years back. Out in the woods, cut it down. Had a vine wrapped around here, which gave it that spiral, and I took the vine out, stripped the wood down, and put some linseed oil on it. This one, another one I picked out of the woods. You can see, I think it was an old buck rub that I picked up. Then I started moving on. I got this stick, it had a vine around it, but then I carved a face in it. Get a mustache, a beard, and a little face. They call them wood spirits or whatever. You see it has a crack there at the top. The reason that has a crack like that, whenever you cut the walking sticks out of the woods, you have to let them dry 6 months to a year so that they're dry. And if it's not quite dry, whenever you do the stick and when it dries, it'll crack like that. And what I have over here, this is a stick I cut last year. It's a piece of cedar. It's a cedar tree, and I left the bark on it, and it's good and dry now. So I'm going to make a walking stick out of this, and I'm going to carve a face in it or something for my brother-in-law. It's his birthday at the end of the month, so I'm going to make him a walking stick. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. The first step I got to do is I got to cut all these little branches off and take this bark off. So I'm going to work on that, and I'll show you that once I get it done. I'm doing right now, I'm taking a drawing knife, taking all the outside bark off of this. One of the first steps before you start working on it, so I got to get all of this bark off. So I'll keep working with this until I get all the bark off of the stick. Once I get it down to the bare wood, then we'll start drawing my face on there, whatever I'm going to carve, and we'll go from there. Alright, basically got most of the bark stripped off. This is just a rough to get the bark off of it. You see it all the way around, it's pretty much got the bark off of it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a sander to it, smooth it all out. Take all the little burrs and stuff off, so I'll do that next. To it, smoothed everything out, all the way down the stick. Now, next thing I gotta do is decide what I'm gonna do up here. I think I'm gonna carve some kind of a face into this one. So I gotta decide what I'm gonna do. I'll draw it on there and then I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Alright, I drew a basic face on here. I'm not sure how good you can see what it is, but this is a nose. This top part I'm going to make into a hat, and this will be a mustache, and I'm going to make this into a beard. That's the idea. What I'm going to do to do this, I have a Dremel tool with a rotary bit. I'm going to carve it out with that and see if I can get it to take shape. Basically, you can see I took a Dremel tool and I carved a hat on them, put a nose on them, You see the mustache now. And I gotta cut some whiskers in there. Do a little touch up. We'll see how it turns out. Hopefully you can see how that turned out. Got a little hat on him there. Mustache. Little nose. Some whiskers down there in the chin. Oh, that's not too bad. Haven't carved for a while, so it didn't turn out great, but it's alright. Now for a finishing touch, I took a torch, I torch burned it a little bit, bring out some wood highlights, and then I put linseed oil on it, on the whole stick. That'll help preserve it, make it last longer. That's not too bad. Hope you enjoyed the video.